Whatever. So now we're back again. We're gonna do some EA Sports golf. I feel like golfing. Let's golf.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
There we go.
This is EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour. Today it's live second round coverage of the Mountain Shootout.
Tom Weiskopf was one of my idols growing up. I loved the way he swung. That swing right there reminds me of my idol.
And it looks like Rory McIlroy, Frank, sticking the follow through.
Now the approach shot here at the par 4 first.
Generous green, just a little bit uphill. Not minute, really. Big green to hit into, though.
That will be a great look at birdie. Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday. That was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Getting set now over the putt. Good work right there. They'll settle for par. So, Frank, a par 4 to open, and we back it up with a relatively short par 3.
This green's surrounded by 6 bunkers. Green also shaped slightly towards the player's left, so just keep your eye on that depending on where the flag is.
What a nice shot. Right on the green and a pretty easy putt on the way. As this putt for birdie.
Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
I did.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
That's like kissing your mother-in-law.
So just a formality here. Did the job right there. Well, Frank, as we get to the third hole here at par 5, it feels to me like you need to be at a minimum 1 under through the first 3 holes or you're losing ground to the field.
You're exactly right. Chance here for birdie or eagle, too. This is one of those holes you can just wind it up and let it fly, and you'll certainly get a good reward with a big tee shot.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. This shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Second shot here on the par 5 third at Banff Springs.
Even though the green's protected by bunkers on the left, everything sort of kicks from the player's right to the left. So you can land that ball in the right section of the green, allow it to feed towards the flag.
That is one of the shots of the day right there, and he will have a really good look at eagle. Shouldn't be a problem here. Wow, that hurt.
It did. Shot gone forever. Even par currently.
Take the birdie.
Headed in the right direction with that birdie.
Just sneaks into the top 10. It's a good move this week.
We have already begun. Let's pick up with the action at hole number 4. Even par through the early portion of this second round. Frank, not a bad spot.
Yeah, you know, sort of rocking on ready, sitting on go. That's what it looks like right now.
Just another solid shot, about 8 feet from the hole. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
Frank, that birdie will help the cause. Back on the tee here at Banff Springs, 5th hole, 424-yard par 4. What's the setup here, Frank?
Well, it's very tempting to try and hit a draw because that's the way in which the hole is shaped. But the main goal is to make sure that you can take that second bunker, the one on the left side, out of play with that tee shot.
And it looks like it's in the rough there, Frank.
It might not be as bad as it looks.
135 yards of golf to be played here on this hole.
It was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
4th shot, wants to get this close.
It's a big green. Just managed to get it smack bang in the middle of it.
Not an easy one, 20 feet away.
There we go. Hello.
This one has a chance, and he has it. Beautiful putt. Frank, the 6th here at Banff Springs, a good little hole, isn't it?
It is very tempting, very easy to sort of just stand up there and wail away with the driver and get caught. This is a generous fairway. You could hit any club down there and you're not going to have a problem with the second shot. So it's just trying to find a yardage that you're comfortable with.
Nice drive, right in the fairway, and a good swing on that one. Now our featured golfer setting up for another approach. Really needs to get something going here, Frank.
And that green right now must look like the size of a thimble.
It's a pretty good shot. That ball settles in about 13 feet away.
You'd like to think unlucky for some, but birdie putt coming up.
Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knocking him for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it's going to hurt the cause.
Good effort and good par putt. 602-yard par 5, 7th hole. Frank, I'm guessing you want to take the big stick out and let it rip here.
Saw Rory McIlroy hit his tee shot here. So far, he had an iron in.
Goodness, he pumped it, he thumped it, he jumped it. What a drive. And he steps up to take this shot from the fairway. This is just a superb performance. Great round to this point, Frank, and you can really see that reflected in his mood today.
Yeah, it just looks too easy. Swinging the club beautifully. Ball's going exactly where he wants it to. He's not trying to take too many risks. So consequently, he's getting birdie opportunity after birdie opportunity.
That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. That one got away. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. Let's putt for birdie. That's good work by the former PGA teaching professional, one of the best instructors in the country, with a birdie, now inside the cut line.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. This hole's been good to him. Birdie yesterday, and trying for another one today. Wow, I thought he made that.
I thought I made that too.
Has it. Good putt right there. Just love the variety here on the front side. Frank coming off that short par 3/8. Now we go to another.
He's loading up on it.
Look at the coil there.
Right out of the center of the bat.
Did you hear that? Long just meant longer.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway.
This could be a huge momentum swing here, Frank.
Yeah, one more good swing, and he's going to have an eagle putt coming up. I know you don't want to get ahead of yourself, but it is well on the cards.
Big swing right there, and a great result. And now a chance for a big swing in momentum with an eagle coming up. Pretty much doing everything right this week. 11 under for the tournament. Getting ready to start the back nine here at Banff Springs. And Frank, you better be ready on this 10th tee. This requires a good shot.
Even though the hole looks like it bends towards the right, the best access to this hole is actually a little draw off that tee. That's the direction of the green, so a nice high draw in here.
Into the thick stuff. That's a difficult lie. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Frank, obviously way too much club there.
You got to think something like that, or at least misread the wind. This is never going to sit down.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Starting the back nine on a sour note here with a drop shot. Bogey at the 10th.
Ouch. You really can't afford to give away shots at this point in the tournament, Frank.
On the tee here at the 11th hole, 417-yard par 4. Is this a drive you like to hit, Frank?
It certainly is, Rich, but it's a little narrower than what your eye first sees. And the reason why, there's a tree sort of another 40, 50 yards down the right side past that bunker. So if you hog that right side, that tree can become a little bit of a problem for the second shot.
Pretty good drive here.
A straight one.
Frank, you've played golf all over the world. What are your impressions of Banff Springs?
It's nice, Rich. I was actually in Calgary many a year ago, and I'm disappointed I never got to play the Banff golf course. Getting to see it today, it's one that I would have put on my bucket list.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green.
It's like cyber vision. Shot after shot, right at the flag.
Just dialed in. Didn't fare too well on this hole yesterday. Made a bogey.
There we go.
Mark a birdie on the card. All right, on to the 12th hole, 442-yard par 4. What do you like about this hole, Frank?
Just a nice par 4 that sort of bends to the player's right. A lot of people will just stand up here, grab the driver. I don't really think you have to do that, Rich. The hole's not overly long. Just something short or down that left side. You're only going to have a short iron in for your second shot.
Officials calling that one around 310 yards. All right, Frank, another chance to make something happen here at the 12th.
You could come in here a little low, try and skip it back towards the flag as it starts to narrow up to the back of the green. But anything a little underneath the flag, maybe slightly to the right of it, is going to be a better place to putt from.
That's an outstanding shot right there, and it sets up a really good look at birdie. Well, that was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
No, sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Getting set now over the putt. Did the job right there.
Let's go. 13th hole. Let's go.
Par 3 13th, it's 225 yards. Frank, you happy walking out of here with a 3?
Yeah, take a 3, go to the next hole, unless it's match play.
Offline, and I think that one's headed for the rough.
There we go.
Frank, better than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that looked like it was headed for that thick stuff the whole way, but a little fortunate. But then I guess you're allowed that in this game.
Really?
Made a good run at birdie.
Fuck
He'll
me.
have to focus now. Try to walk away with the par. And he's putting for par now.
Poop you, poop me.
That's a solid par. Still in it, Frank. Back here at the par 4 14th, and we are ready to tee off. 442-yard hole, Frank.
It's called wampum. My Canadian's not that good, so I don't know what that means, but the way I decipher it, another little dog leg to the right with bunkers all over the place. It's sort of in the place where you'd like to hit the tee shot is exactly where that crop of, what is that, 5 bunkers down the left side. So you're going to have to somehow squeeze it just right of that. Very awkward tee shot. Should be safely on deck.
That is classy.
No chance of going in.
Different day, different hole. Made bogey yesterday. He'll do better this time, it looks like.
Hell yeah.
Good birdie right there, moving to third place on the leaderboard. Frank, looking out here on the 15th hole, this looks like a spot where you could really crank one that you could tell your buddies about.
It's another hole that suits a player that hits the ball right to left. No surprise to see why Rory McIlroy plays well around here. Nice, big, high towering draw. It's going to go that extra yardage because of the elevation.
Interesting, with the almost space-age advancements in golf equipment, what with new, lighter materials, and with the increased focus on fitness and strength, players are hitting the ball longer than ever. That has forced architects to lengthen the golf courses without sacrificing the integrity or the shot value of the original design. And you can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable, that never deviated offline.
Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, the 16th hole, 414 yards, par 4, is nicknamed GOAT. Would that be greatest of all time, or is it just because the possibility you could see old Billy out there here in the Canadian Rockies?
I'd like to think it's the greatest of all time. I've never seen a GOAT hit a draw, that's why, and that's what's needed off this tee once again. The first bunkie should easily be able to carry that, and, well, if you're the greatest of all time, this is a fairway, you'll certainly hit.
What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
Oh, that incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up. And just moving that much closer to the leader now, Rich.
Coming, Rory.
Now to the 17th, 374 yards, and Frank, players might be licking their chops here.
They certainly would, Rich. Bunkers left and right, but they can be carried with an aggressive tee shot. It would set up just a short iron into a green that pitches towards you. So maybe just a little bit underneath the flag with a second shot. And really a chance to have a fast finish.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Second shot, good look at the green. Frank, that's the biggest roar I've heard all week long. That was an eagle roar.
For good reason, not just an eagle too. All of a sudden, back in contention.
Eagle
Well, here we are at the
baby.
final hole here at
Look
Banff
at
Springs,
go.
578-yard par 5, and Frank, a chance to finish the round with a flourish.
If you're one of the fortunate to hit this fairway, it's very reachable, but well protected by bunkers, left, right, central bunkers as well. You really have to be aware of two things, the wind direction and exactly how far you can carry that tee shot if you want to find this fairway.
Always want that last drive of the day to be a good one, and they've done it. That is excellent. Okay, the second shot now at this par 5. That was just a gutsy shot right there, and a good look at eagle coming up. Frank, it's one thing to jumpstart your round. This would ignite the round.
Yeah, you don't normally see two par 5s back to back, so the chances of having consecutive eagles is so rare.
This for another birdie on this hole on the week. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. So all the scores have been posted for round number 2, and look who is on top of the leaderboard, Frank.
Yeah, with two very solid rounds of golf. Key right now, just stay out of your own way and keep it up. The pressure will start to build. We know that as you get closer to the end of this tournament.
Let's bring home the title.
EA Sports is proud to present PGA Tour coverage. Today it's live third round coverage of the Mountain Shootout. We're off and running here, and let's take you down to the action at hole number 1. Warm-ups are done, first 2 rounds in the book, and Frank, this is where careers are made, on the weekends at these kinds of championships.
This is also what you hope for too in professional golf. You know you've got your good stuff. We've seen that through the first 2 days. Put yourself in a great position. Just 36 holes to go. You're looking at that first hole and what the weekend might unfold. That's the beauty of this game.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. On the green, and a chance for birdie here on the first hole. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie.
Oh,
That's not how you picture it, Frank, when you step on that first tee.
No, you'd like to go back to that first tee right now and start again.
That's how you maintain momentum. Make those putts for par. Frank, it's always nice to run around with a little variety. We had a relatively short par 4 opening hole and now a par 3 to back it up.
You can see why short iron play is going to be paramount today, Rich. Short iron into the first hole and a chance here to hit another short iron into a short par 3. So you can get off to a very fast start.
That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. Locked in on the read and the speed.
There we go.
Well read.
Frank, how about the first par 5 on the golf course here at the third, just a shade under 530 yards. Good birdie opportunity?
It certainly is. There's 3 bunkers just down that left side. Avoid those, and this par 5 is very rich.
Gave that a full treatment. Get up. Second shot here on the par 5 third at Banff Springs.
Even though the green's protected by bunkers on the left, everything sort of kicks from the player's right to the left. So you can land that ball in the right section of the green, allow it to feed towards the flag.
That was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up.
Oh,
It's amazing. Doesn't matter how close it goes. It's an extra shot. That one will definitely hurt. Oh, chance for birdie, birdie.
Okay, no problem with that one. Frank, when you play Banff, you get some of these wow moments where you stand on the tee and you say, ooh, look at
This is one. Yeah, this is one of them, Rich. Yeah, that the elevation change from tee to green is quite dramatic. Consequently, you're going to have to club down a little. At least 2 clubs shorter than what that yardage says on the card.
just a superb
Almost
shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
Birdie here yesterday. This putt again for birdie. Frank, this is the kind of start every player wants.
Yeah, swinging it well. Certainly hit the ball in the right place there, and the good thing too, he's actually putting well.
Headed for the bunker, I think. Well, the tee shot has landed in the bunker. Frank, just a slight miss off the tee. He's in the fairway bunker.
Yeah, just really got to pick the right club once again. Sometimes you take a little bit more club out of the fairway bunker, choke down.
The second shot. This hole really sets up well for the player. Birdie yesterday, and a chance for another one today. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Made a good run at birdie. He'll have to focus now. Try to walk away with the par. Just a couple of feet. Good effort, and a good par putt. Now at the 6th hole here at Banff Springs, it's a short par 4, only 373 yards, and the short par 4, Frank, all the rage in golf course architecture these days.
A lot more strategy involved when you've got a hole that you can nearly reach with a tee shot. It's how far back do you leave it, what sort of distance you want that second shot. All those things to compute. Straightforward, a little bit uphill. Basically, it's what you want for your second shot.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Good putt. Now to the long par 5, 7th hole, 602 yards, Frank. They call it hoodoo.
Yeah, it's nothing for a little muscle. He's loading up on it.
Look at the coil there.
That ball just took off the face.
Frank, they say you have to ride the wind. Boy, he got all of that one.
Got every ounce out of the conditions.
Oh, looked like he caught a flyer right there, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he caught, but this is way too much.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
So this is the 3rd shot to the par 5. Nate's eagle makes everybody else look sort of average, Frank.
And look at the size of that lead on the leaderboard now.
Now to hole number 8. It's another par 3 with some water, Frank. Only 150 yards. This is the shortest hole in the golf course.
The distance control is still very important here. If you can get the right distance, you could perhaps aim 10 or 15 feet left of the flag. You're only going to have a 10 or 15-foot putt. So just think of that. Water on the right there. Maybe just aim a little further to the left. You can still make birdie.
This hole's been good to him. Birdie yesterday. Trying for another one today.
Rich, that just adds insult to injury to the rest of the field. Another birdie, and the gap even wider.
A sensational performance. Now to hole number 9, 501 yards. It's a par 5.
Yeah, we finished with the 3rd par 5 on the front 9. We're just going to come through those sort of chute of marvelous trees that define this fairway. Just avoid the right side. Something down the left side is going to open up the second shot. Oh, I liked that.
Beautiful rhythmic swing right there and right down Peachtree.
Well, with a good shot here, Rich. This eagle on the cards, hole very reachable from where he is.
Don't get many opportunities like this. This is a good place to take advantage. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. We just saw a player in total control of what he's doing. Didn't miss a green in regulation all day long.
This one just requires a little bit of focus.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. So we'll round out the
Tin
front
cup.
side here at Banff Springs with a par 5 and reasonably short at only 501 yards.
So very reachable because of that yardage that you just referenced. Hole bends a little bit to the right. You can favour the left side with a tee shot. It's just going to make that angle on the second a little bit easier.
Not too bad, about 25 feet away. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Putt for par. He needs one. That's a nice confidence builder right there. You make those for par, and you keep things steady. On the tee here at the 11th hole, 417-yard par 4. Is this a drive you like to hit, Frank?
It certainly is, Rich, but it's a little narrow from what your eye first sees. And the reason why there's a tree, sort of another 40, 50 yards down the right side past that bunker. So if you hog that right side, that tree can become a little bit of a problem for the second shot. That's an absolute beauty.
Frank's second shot here at 11 is pretty short, but it can be tricky.
It can, the various different levels. The highest point on the green is that back left. It does roll down to that right side, and then, of course, is the front portion in the middle. So you've got to be just cognizant of trying to fly the ball the right distance. But when that flag is in the back left, to err a little on the left side, not such a bad thing.
Didn't fare too well on this hole yesterday. Made a bogey. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
All right, on to the 12th hole, 442-yard par 4. What do you like about this hole, Frank?
Just a nice par 4 that sort of bends to the player's right. A lot of people will just stand up here, grab the driver. I don't really think you have to do that, Rich. The hole's not overly long. Just something shorter down that left side. You're only going to have a short iron in for your second shot.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. With that ball sitting out, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot.
Oh my God!
And that's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
Brody try again here today.
Almost even chipped it.
He's made it. Well, this is a good hole right here. Par 3, 225-yard 13th. Frank, what do you think?
Well, it's called sulfur. I can't remember what element that is on a periodic table, but the hardest thing here is not to figure that out, but figure out what club you're going to use. Just a fraction downhill, just over 200 yards. It does narrow up when they start to tick the flag in the back, but there's a nice fat target there, sort of those first 2/3 of the green.
Great shot coming out of that bunker right there.
Showing some skills today.
This is a 9-footer. Frank, this par 4 14th hole at about 440 yards will test you all the way up to that green, won't it?
Yeah, it certainly will. It just looks like you should bash it over those bunkers down the left side, but the green pitches from left to right. So the best access is actually down the right side, coming in from that sort of right line. So don't be fooled here. Rich, that tee shot there has shortened up this hole considerably. It's made a tough par 4 into, well, we'll see, but it looks like a very birdieable hole now.
Hit it right where you want. Now he has a good chance to attack that whole location.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business.
There we go.
Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie.
Place, huh?
And what a day it's been. Well, now the par fours begin to stretch out a little bit. The 15th here, Frank, is 475 yards.
Certainly want to put your big shoes on here. Nice big slinging draw off the tee might help go a little further. It does go downhill considerably, so you get a little bit more run out of the tee shot if you did that.
What a drive. Just tattooed that. Frank, I'm always fascinated by the way professionals approach the game and how different it is from us amateurs. You're not just standing up and hitting a shot, hoping to catch it on the middle of the face. You're thinking about low or high, left to right or right to left.
Yeah, there's two schools of thought, really. You're either moving the shot away from something or towards something. So this is a great example here. You could be moving the ball away from the left side of the green, but closer towards the flag.
Pretty goddamn straight, though. Cut it just right.
Always two components to the long lag putt, the speed, number one, and then the read. And missed out on that second part.
There we go.
Beautiful roll on that one, right in the bottom. Frank, the 16th hole, 414 yards, par 4, is nicknamed GOAT. Would that be greatest of all time, or is it just because the possibility you could see old Billy out there, Canadian Rockies?
I'd like to think it's the greatest of all time. I've never seen a GOAT hit a draw, that's why, and that's what's needed off this tee once again. The first bunker, you should easily be able to carry that, and well, if you're the greatest of all time, this is a fairway, you'll certainly hit. Oh, that had some meat behind it.
Frank, looking at this approach now to the 16th, what does the player need to be aware of?
You've got to make sure you fly the ball every inch of the way here, Rich. The ball won't kick forward because of that false front. So making sure you at least club up, not club down.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Drops for a birdie. Just 2 holes left here at Banff Springs, and Frank, another par 4. This one short, 374 yards.
It is. It's named Sarsi, which is a tribute to the Indian tribes here and the First Nations of Canada. So just think about that when you're teeing it off here on what is not an overly difficult par 4.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Took the big stick off the tee, but still challenging short second shot coming up here, Frank.
A much shorter second shot here on 17, Rich. But because that green's elevated, you've actually got to be that much more precise with this pitch.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Birdie here yesterday. This putt again for birdie. Right in the heart. Here we are at the 18th at Banff Springs, 578-yard par 5. Frank, did you like to finish a round with a par 5?
Certainly if I could birdie it, that's for sure. And there's a good chance here at 18 you can, but there's bunkers galore. They're all in play for various standards of play. But the reward is if you can pump one down the middle of the fairway there, and then you reduce this par 5 to simply a drive and an iron.
That was just a beautiful drive. He hit it solid and right in the middle. He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. Frank, this is one of my favorite shots in all of golf. Second to a par 5 finishing hole. We know we have a chance to see some fireworks.
Yeah, that drive has certainly cut this hole down the side. Second shot just a little bit uphill, but you can see this is just green light. Massive entry into the front of the screen.
That is classy.
No chance of going in.
Locked in on the read and the speed.
There we go, guys.
No problems there.
It keeps the round going, keeps the momentum on his side.
Frank, in golf, there's nothing quite like the
Let's do
final
another 18.
round of a hotly contested championship, and this
56
one
to
could be a
15
doozy.
And there's nothing quite like that leaderboard I'm looking at right now. We are going to have some amazing golf. This one is going to have to be won.
Alright, I'm going to do one more 18 hole. We'll win this cup and then I'm going to call it on the stream.
This is EA Sports PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Today it's live final round coverage of the Mountain Shootout. Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Well, that's just how you envision it when you walk to the first tee. High and deep, right in the middle of the fairway. Good way to start.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot. Great start.
On to the second hole, 171 yards, tricky little par 3. That should be pretty good right there, on the safe side. So on the putting surface and taking a good look now at this birdie putt here at the second. How about this? Birdies at 1 and 2. We could be in for something pretty special today. Well, Frank, as we get to the third hole here, a par 5, it feels to me like you need to be at a minimum 1 under through the first 3 holes or you're losing ground to the field.
You're exactly right. Chance here for birdie or eagle too. This is one of those holes you can just wind it up and let it fly, and you'll certainly get a good reward with a big tee shot.
Good tee shot right in the fairway and plenty long. Frank, chance to go for the green in 2 here at the third?
There is, but you can also use the terrain, which will kick the ball towards the left. So if you haven't hit the best of tee shots, still land that ball to the right and let it feed on.
Really in control of this hole. Birdie yesterday and another opportunity on the way. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Frank, you had to make a run at that one.
Oh, yeah, good effort. Let's see if he can make birdie, but Oda put an eagle on the scorecard, what that would have meant to him.
Everybody loves him. Birdie on the card. Now to another par 3. This is the 4th hole, 192 yards, way down the hill.
It's going to play closer to 170 yards, Rich. You're going to have to reduce that distance by at least a couple of clubs. And consequently, if you hit one hanging up in the air, if you get a breeze that goes through that valley, it's going to start to sort of move that ball around. So just keep your eyes open there where that breeze is coming from.
And it makes the green in regulation. Birdie here yesterday, trying to do it again today. Woo! That is a cross-country putt right there.
Up and over the ridge. That's a seagull.
Well, again, Frank, we get that good mix of holes here. We've had a couple of par 3s, a short par 5, and that opening par 4. Now at the 5th hole, 424-yard par 4.
The first bunker on the right, not really in play for the good players. Just be a little cognizant of that one on the left side, depending on what club you want to hit off the tee. Ideally, that line is the 3rd bunker, the one in the distance. It's a good line off the tee here.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
So the dominant performance continues.
Yeah, we're watching two tournaments right now, the one at the top and the rest.
Frank, the 6th here at Banff Springs, a good little hole, isn't it?
It is very tempting, very easy to sort of just stand up there and wail away with the driver and get caught. This is a generous fairway. You could hit any club down there and you're not going to have a problem with the second shot. So it's just trying to find a yardage that you're comfortable with.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. With that ball sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday. Oh, I thought he had that. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knock it in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it is going to hurt the course.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Now to the second par 5 on this opening 9. Frank, this is a pretty long hole, 602 yards.
Well, it's called hoodoo. You know what hoodoo means? It means bad luck, actually, so you don't really want to be thinking about that on this tee shot. 602 yards, if you belt one off the tee, you might avoid the bad luck.
This is some drive. I'm reminded of the old Phillies baseball announcer, Harry Callis, who used to say, "That ball is out of here." On the green in regulation. Good chance here. Currently at 5 under.
Just making a mockery of the field now. Another eagle.
Frank, you like this kind of design feature where you go from the longest hole in the course immediately to the shortest hole.
Certainly, golf giveth and golf taketh away. This is just minimally uphill, just a couple of feet, but you can see from the overview the design of the green. And that flag's on the right, it's a little bit of a longer carry, so just be a little cognizant of that. You don't have to hit it directly at the flag.
That is how it's done right there. What an approach shot. And getting ready for the putt. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Just a couple of feet. That's a solid par putt. Now to hole number 9, 501 yards. It's a par 5.
Yeah, we finished with the third par 5 on the front 9. You're just going to come through those sort of chute of marvelous trees that define this fairway. Just avoid the right side. Something down the left side is going to open up the second shot.
What a tremendous display of power and precision. Frank, a lot of exciting shots on this opening side, and here we go again, second to this par 5-9.
Got to look at the green down the other side, Rich. Pitches a lot from left to right, so two choices. You can hit a normal shot, but aim that a little left of that flag. Either that or draw it back towards the flag and into that uphill slope.
That was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up.
Oh, you got it.
Opportunity missed right there. Simple, solid, and he'll take it.
But one that you need to make.
Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. We are back on this beautiful day here at Banff Springs in the Canadian Rockies. Set to kick off all the action on the back 9. The 10th begin with a par 3, Frank, 218 yards.
And I have no idea why this is called Little Bow, because over 200 yards, you really have to bow up with this tee shot here. That's for sure. Bending there, you need something that comes out of the gate very, very straight and with a decent height on it as well. If you want to land on that left side of the green and make it stop.
There we go.
And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
So off the long par 3/10, we are at the 11th hole, 417-yard par 4, Frank.
It looks like a straightaway par 4, Rich, but if anything, the hole actually bends to the left, and you really want to follow that natural contour of that. Just sort of draw it off those bunkers on the right, or just simply carry it over the ones on the left. But ideally, down the left side, it avoids that pine tree that's further down.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
Oh, that incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
Frank, what are we looking at here at the par 4-12, 442 yards?
Players are really focused on that bunker down the left side. That's the one that has to be either laid up, which would be 286 yards off the tee, or sort of worked off. This could very well be a 3-wood off the tee. Just hit it straight at that left bunker.
That is massive off the tee.
Meters, yards, I don't care how you measure that. That's got to be what? 300 meters, 325 yards, something like that.
What a shot. Perfectly placed right next to the hole. Just a tap in to finish the hole. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Well, Frank, here's another pretty long par 3, the 13th here at Banff Springs, 225 yards. What's the right play?
Well, unless they have that flag all the way in the back, that first 2/3 of the green is just like a nice big circle. You hit it anywhere on that, you can have a putt of some 20, 25 feet maximum for birdie.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on the easy birdie.
This for another birdie on this hole on the week.
There we go.
Beautifully done. That's a birdie. Frank, this par 4 14th hole at about 440 yards will test you all the way up to that green, won't it?
Yeah, it certainly will. It just looks like you should bash it over those bunkers down the left side, but the green pitches from left to right. So the best access is actually down the right side, coming in from that sort of right line. So don't be fooled here.
That's an absolute tracer right there. In the fairway and well over 320 yards. Midway through this back nine, could use this birdie here at the 14th. Made par yesterday, this one for birdie.
How did that not go in?
Good try, just didn't quite
Good on
read the
me,
break, Frank.
fucker.
It shouldn't be a problem, you think, cleaning up here for par.
I ain't mad at that. It's a par.
Always love to hear the sound at the bottom of the cup.
43 under. All right.
Now to the 15th tee, and Frank, this looks like a fun shot to hit.
It won't play its full yardage because of that elevated tee, but a good crank, a good one out here, we might see one of those 350, 360 plus yard drives.
Excellent, perfect position.
Ball's just sitting up too. You could hit anything from there.
Frank, what about this second shot here at 15?
It's one of the longest par 4s on the golf course, Rich, so you don't want to get too greedy. Green does open up on that left side. You see that bunker on the front of the green. It sort of protects that right side. So you've got to try and bring it in. One of the few shots you could actually cut it into this green. This golf course normally suits a draw, but this hole here you could do well with one that goes in the other direction.
Good putt. Frank, the 16th hole, 414 yards, par 4, is nicknamed GOAT. Would that be greatest of all time, or is it just because the possibility you could see old Billy out there here in the Canadian Rockies?
I'd like to think it's the greatest of all time. I've never seen a GOAT hit a draw, that's why, and that's what's needed off this tee once again. The first bunkie should easily be able to carry that, well, if you're the greatest of all time, this is a fairway, you'll certainly hit.
Able to make up for it with this stroke.
Just trying to make clean contact from the rough. Good-looking shot right here. Putting all of his talents on display here from the rough, and he knocks it really close. Beautiful shot.
Oh, chopped it.
Well, that's just a case of not focusing right there. What a lapse in concentration. Not a gimme, but well within his range.
Dwindling the holes down. Piles are fine right now.
Now to the 17th, 374 yards, and Frank, players might be licking their chops here.
They certainly would, Rich. Bunkers left and right, but they can be carried with an aggressive tee shot. It'll set up just a short iron into a green that pitches towards you. So maybe just a little bit underneath the flag with a second shot. And really a chance to have a fast finish.
Just a perfect drive here at 17. This has left him a good look at this hole. No putter, no slams that into the cup.
Yeah. What a shit.
Here we are at the 18th at Banff Springs, 578-yard par 5. Frank, would you like to finish a round with a par 5?
Certainly if I could birdie it, that's for sure. And there's a good chance here at 18 you can, but there's bunkers galore. They're all in play for various standards of play. But the reward is if you can pump one down the middle of the fairway there, and then you reduce this par 5 to simply a drive and an iron. Rich, there's great drivers of the ball. We've seen Norman, Nicholas over the years, but that there is just excellent. Lovely full turn, plenty of power, and just piped it.
Made it look easy right there, and he's such a good-looking player. When he's dialed in, swinging the way he is right now, just a pleasure to watch.
It was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
Didn't want to. It just happened.
Frank, not close, but from that line, not bad.
Oh, that's excellent. Seriously, given the conditions, Rich.
Birdie try again here today.
Oh, carried into.
Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still,
That's okay.
reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
Did the job right there. Just a fantastic week of golf. Add that one to the win count.
A lot of great quality players out there, and to come on top of that leaderboard is
46
truly a great accomplishment.
You be paid, bitch. Tenth PGA Tour, 10th time this season. Finished with a final round 15 under 56. Wow. Alright guys, I'm gonna get off. Thanks for watching. I'm doing another stream soon on it. Alright, have a good day.